So let's talk a little bit about the difference between utility patents and design patents. Now, again, behind me, I have a whole bunch of design patents. With the design patent, the claim of the design patent is actually the shape. And that's one reason why design patents are significantly cheaper to prepare and file than our utility patents. With utility patents, the most important part of the utility patent is which claims you get. Again, claims are individual nuggets of intellectual property that are usually obtained after a long and sometimes brutal battle with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office examiner. And so with a design patent, you basically get one claim, the claim, the shape that shows up on the patent itself. With utility patent applications, if you get a patent at all, the patent will have a number of claims. And generally, there are a couple of things you want to look at when you're looking at the claims of a patent. The first is the more claims, usually the better, and the shorter the claims, usually the better, because each claim has what are called limitations, and a claim will have a number of limitations that will limit the claim to a certain aspect of the invention. And so there are independent claims and dependent claims. The independent claims begin with the letter A. Dependent claims begin with the word the. And so, for example, if I was patenting this coffee mug, say, I don't know, 800 years ago in the Viking age, I guess that'd be 1200 years ago in the Viking age, the first claim may be a device with round sides and a solid bottom capable of holding mead, in this case, coffee, mead, whatever. Claim 2 might be the device of claim 1, additionally comprising a handle you can hold it by. And so with the dependent claims, they build on the independent claims. So generally, you look at the independent claims, you see how long they are. If the independent claim is 10 sentences, well, that's probably a pretty good claim because it doesn't have a whole lot of claim limitations in it. If, on the other hand, first claim is a column and a half of the patent, you probably think that that first claim has so many limitations in it that you'd almost have to hire an engineer to intentionally infringe that claim. So anyway, with claims, again, with the design patent, the claim is the shape. And with utility patents, you've got to look at each one of the claims to see how strong the patent is. So what kind of things can you patent? Well, with the design patent, you can patent pretty much any unique shape that you invented. And we'll talk a little bit about inventorship at a future lecture. That's one of the kind of crucial things that comes up from time to time is, did you really invent it? Or are you just trying to claim credit for it? So anyway, with design patents, again, that's your claim there. In terms of utility patents, you can certainly patent physical objects, such as a mug. You can get a utility patent. Again, it would be about 1200 years ago in the Viking age, but you'd have to patent that device way back then, which was well before the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office came into existence. With utility patents, you can also patent some business methods. You can patent software. But what exactly is patentable subject matter, that changes from year to year depending on both the laws that may be passed and various decisions in federal court on what is patentable and what is not patentable. Write a claim. As I said before, in general, the shorter the independent claim, the more powerful it is, and the greater a chance you're going to get of getting rejected by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. And in a future discussion, I'll go over, what the laws are that you have to look out for and what may give you an advantage or disadvantage in trying to prosecute a patent application. But in general, you try to make your independent claim with as few limitations as possible. And so hence, it's going to be as short as possible. Then you try to build on that independent claim with dependent claims that add more limitations. The idea being, if the examiner isn't going to give you the independent claim, perhaps the examiner will give you one of the dependent claims, and then you have to go back and you have to take the limitation from the dependent claim, add it to the independent claim, and then you have a patentable claim.